This is Coyote News.
Despite leading by 11 points at halftime, the women's basketball team lost their second straight game to open the season. Despite leading by 15 after the first quarter and by 11 at half, USD got outscored 45-27 in the second half in the 73-66 loss to Air Force. Gracie Larkins led the Coyotes in scoring with 15 points, while Alexi Hempe and Carly Duffney also scored in double digits with 13 and 12. This year, the Coyote women's basketball team welcomed a new head coach, Carrie Aim. She brings with her over 20 years of coaching experience with a career win rate of nearly 67%. Amy says there are several reasons why she decided to coach at USD, including the program's legacy and commitment to both athletic and academic success.
The tradition here, women's basketball has been very successful at USD historically, and it's important for me to be at a place where, it's well supported, and also there's been a history of being successful.
Before coming to USD, Amy made multiple NCAA NIA tournament appearances and was a finalist for Division II Coach of the Year in her last season at the University of Nebraska-Kearney. Amy will be leading the team tonight as the Coyotes take on the Loyola Marymount Lions at home for their third game of the season. The women's basketball team travels to Sioux Falls to face an opponent that they haven't competed against for over 10 years. Coyote News' Sydney Colin reports the team's prepared for the matchup.
The women's basketball team will compete against Nebraska for the first time since 2013. At that time, Nebraska's current head coach, Amy Williams, was the head coach for South Dakota. Current USD head coach, Carrie Amy, is familiar with Nebraska's team as she spent time coaching in the state and even recruited some of their players.
They're a good team. They have a good team this year, and they're going to be tough. They've got a really nice post presence in Markowski, and Britt Prince is a freshman, and they have big expectations for her.
The Coyotes started out their season with a 2-point loss in overtime against St. Louis. Senior guard Grace Larkins says that while the loss isn't the greatest, it can be inspiring.
I think it's one of those where you just get really, really motivated after a loss, especially a loss like that when it was so close it could have gone either way. So coming into the next game, fixing the mistakes that we made, starting off a little bit stronger, and just keeping our heads up.
This is the 12th time in program history that USD and Nebraska have met. Out of those 12 times, USD has only won once, back in 1981. While the upcoming game may be a tough one, it can bring on many lessons.
You get into situations that are hard to replicate in practice. So every time you're in those situations, you have opportunities to learn what did we do well and what can we do better. So I think there were several of those opportunities.
Saturday's game will be the first neutral site meeting between the two teams. For Coyote News, I'm Sydney Colin.
Saturday's game starts at 7 at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls.